The galaxy banned humans from battle, but their enemies begged for our return. Ambassador Kethvar of the Galactic Council straightened his crystalline spines as he approached the human delegation's quarters aboard the orbital station. The irony wasn't lost on him. 3 cycles ago, he had been among those who voted to ban humanity from participating in galactic conflicts. Now he was here to beg. The human quarters were Spartan compared to other species' elaborate chambers. No gold-plated, walls like the Zephyrians preferred. No bioluminescent gardens like the Verdani cultivated. Just clean lines, functional furniture, and an unsettling efficiency that had always made the council nervous. Ambassador Chen, Kethvar began, as the human leader turned from her viewport overlooking the station's defensive grid. Thank you for agreeing to see me. Ambassador Lisa Chen's expression remained neutral, though Kethvar caught the slight tightening around her eyes. Humans were remarkably easy to read once you learned their micro-expressions, another trait that had made the council uncomfortable. Ambassador Kethvar, Chen replied, gesturing to a chair. I assume this isn't a social visit. The hive has broken through the Kepler defense line, Kethvar said without preamble. They'll reach the core worlds within 2 cycles. Chen poured herself coffee from a thermal carafe, the bitter aroma filling the room. I'm sorry to hear that. The Galactic Defense Force has always been adequate. The barb stung because it was true. When the Council had banned humans from military service, they'd cited humanity's excessive aggression and unpredictable tactical doctrine. The official record spoke of humans who refused to follow established combat protocols, who improvised weapons from debris, who turned defensive positions into killing fields with disturbing creativity. What the records didn't mention was how human-led operations had a 94% success rate compared to the GDF's 61%. We need your help, Kethvar admitted, his pride crumbling like sand. Chen sipped her coffee slowly. Help with what? The Council made it very clear that humanity's military contributions were unwelcome. I believe the exact phrase was barbarically, violent, and unnecessarily destructive. The situation has changed, has it? Chen activated a holographic display showing recent battle reports. Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like the same story. The GDF establishes defensive positions, follows proper protocols, and gets systematically dismantled by an enemy that doesn't care about galactic military conventions. The footage was damning. Neat formations of GDF ships maintaining regulation, distances, firing in organized volleys, retreating in orderly fashion when optimal casualty ratios were exceeded. It was warfare by committee, and it was losing badly. The hive doesn't fight like civilized species, Kethvar protested. No, Chen agreed. They fight like they want to win. She changed the display to archived footage from the Outer Rim conflicts. The last battles where humans had fought alongside the GDF. Kethvar watched human frigates ram into hive formations, their crews evacuating at the last second, while the ship's reactors went critical. He saw human marines boarding hive vessels through hull breaches they'd created with improvised explosives, fighting room to room with whatever weapons they could find. Your people called it barbaric, Chen continued. We called it effective. The hive is different, Kethvar said desperately. They don't negotiate, don't retreat, don't show mercy. They consume everything. And yet you thought the GDF's polite warfare would stop them. Kethvar's spines drooped. 3 cycles ago, the Council had been horrified by human tactics. The way human commanders sacrificed ships to save civilians. How human soldiers refused to surrender, even when mathematically optimal. The disturbing reports of humans who smiled before charging into certain death. We need you back, he whispered. Chen studied him for a long moment. You know what the real difference is between humans and the rest of the galaxy? You all fight. Wars like they're games with rules. We fight them like our children's lives depend on winning. She pulled up another display. Recent intelligence from the hive's advance. Entire colonies stripped bare, populations consumed, worlds left as lifeless husks. The hive is coming for the core worlds, Chen said, including Earth's colonies in the Proxima system. We'll protect them, with what? The same tactics that lost the Kepler line? Chen shook her head. No. If you want our help, you need to understand something first. She stood, her presence somehow filling the small room despite her average height. We don't fight fair. We don't follow your rules of engagement. We don't retreat when computers say we should. And we definitely don't stop until every last enemy is dead or wishing they were. Kethvar felt a chill run through his crystalline structure. The Council, they'll need guarantees that humans will operate within acceptable parameters. Chen's laugh was sharp. Acceptable to whom? The species that are about to be consumed. By an enemy they can't stop? She activated her communicator. Admiral Morrison? Yes, they want us back. Standard terms, full operational independence, no oversight committees, and we do this our way. The response crackled through. Copy that. Ambassador, how long do we have? 2 cycles to save the galaxy, Chen replied. Again. As Kethvar left the human quarters, he reflected on the irony. The galaxy had banned humanity from warfare because they fought like demons. Now they were praying those same demons would save them. In the distance, human ships were already moving toward the front lines, their crews preparing for the kind of war the galaxy had tried to forget. But as the Hive would soon learn, some things were too dangerous to forget, and too necessary to abandon. The galaxy had banned humans from battle, but their enemies were about to discover why even their allies had been afraid.